Getting paid for, never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. Time to gang 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, Reeves and know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a, here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah, the mother ride or die for my, strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm in deep cover, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Looks to throw on first. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here as he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now Barrett. This is Bell on the dump off. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a handoff to Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third and long here for Mariota. Past the 20. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. From the red zone now, Mariota throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
For the guys playing defense, this has been a really long drive, and physically, that's awfully taxing. But I think the hardest part is mentally. What do you do?
Now Mariota, eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down. Throwing again. Barrett able to get away. Dancing to his left. He's looking deep for Bell. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 49 yards. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop him. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Derrick Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Again to Henry. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Brick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere and made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Barrett. Buying time to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Barrett to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Barrett. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
second down. Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Barrett now on second down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead. He's the one that finally runs him down. A big, big loss. 18 yards. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
4 down. Check. Let's go. Brad 38.
The give is to Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Barrett on play action. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Throwing here, Barrett, a screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards. Also, AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another reward for him winning this game. But when you look back at last week and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but also the run after the catch, that's what made it impressive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Looking sideline, incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Barrett eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down. Barrett. Throw left side complete. It's James. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On second down, Barrett. And it's caught. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. The final shot before break. Barrett throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Being chased out left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And that might be Titan football. It is.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's got a man, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt.